Namaste. We are now live on Facebook Live. And I want to say hello to everybody who's physically here at the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light. We're located in Sarasota, Florida, in the United States of America. And I want to say hello to all of these beautiful light workers that are coming on to Zoom right now to participate in the Anchoring Light transmission meditation. And I also want to say welcome to our Facebook Live. Some of you may be seeing this right now and participating, but many of you will actually get this later on after we have finished with it. But at whatever time you do get this information, it is at the divinely appointed time. Absolutely 100%, because this work that we all do together as light workers transcends earthly matters. Earthly matters. And so here, come to the circle. You can sit over here. Yeah, right here. Okay. And so what we want to do, we're in a circle. Go. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is this. Again, I want to thank you to everybody on Facebook, our light workers. So I was just talking about transcending earthly laws. And this is so important to share right now because there are many of us that are tapping into the fifth dimensional frequency. In fact, our consciousness is fifth dimensional, even as our physical, mental, and emotional bodies are in this physical, mental, and emotional world. So as Jesus Christ, great avatar of light, has said, you are in the world, but not of it. And for every light worker that's out there, starseed, wanderer, indigo, whatever name you want to call this, that part of you that says, I know there's something much more than this physical, mental, and emotional experience I have. That there's something in you that says, there's way more as to who your story is and to who you truly are. And there's that part of us, that higher part of us, that soul pulse that says, knock, and the door will open. Make known the unknown. And when you do and open it up, it's boundless, it's eternal, it's amazing, it's wonderful. Okay, so there's so many twists and turns and things, and everybody's on their individual journey. But your story is my story is your story. We're on this collective journey together because really, it's all one. It all comes down to that. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is, it all comes down to on the highest level, okay, source is unconditional love. And the immeasurable, unlimited light, and it's all connected. So I want to mention something here real quickly. And again, for those of you who are here for the first time, you want to be part of the Anchoring Light transmission, all you need to do is scroll down on our Facebook page, look for Anchoring Light Transmission, Baba Sharone, that's my spiritual name. And once you register, they remind you, I think it's once a week to come on. So you're able to come on at any time once you register. All right, so we do the chat here on Facebook Live, but we do not do the meditation on Facebook Live. That would have to be either here physically, in the center, or on a Zoom. So what I wanted to tell you was this. So, many of you know that the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light is sponsoring a farmer's market. Okay. And, when spirit comes in and says, hey, move a mountain, you actually have to have the consciousness to be able to believe or embrace that you can move that mountain. If you can't, so you can't say, oh, I'm too old, or oh, I can't this or this or the other, because that is, I would say, a earthly programming. And so where many of us are right now is that we are now no longer just falling into that frequency of earthly programming. You're born, and this is supposed to happen. And then after that, these are the stages of your life, and the body can only do but so much. And this is what begins to happen at a certain age. And then you go in a decline, and, all the stuff that's out there, okay, which is called the entropy. And yes, there is a level of truth to that. In the earthly vibration, if you look from great civilizations, if you look at anything, you see the rise and the fall, the rise and the fall, the rise and the fall. Is it in this history of this world history? And in fact, quite frankly, the solar system, absolutely, rise and fall. Okay, the entropy, that's a natural default to pull us down. However, on a higher frequency, of which the ascended masters, some that you see behind me over here, have walked their path, part of one of their superpowers is that they were ageless, even as they walked the earth. Even as they walk with him. What's with that? Okay, where there were masters that said, okay, I guess I'm going to leave this earthly plane now. And so I'm going to say goodbye to my disciples. I believe in February 22nd at 4 p.m. Let's all have one last meal together. And then I'm out of here. Yeah, that's real. The ancients have written about this. This is nothing new. You'll find it in all of the ancient scriptures from all around the world. So you have to ask yourself, well, what's up with that? How are they not into that vibration of entropy? Well, of course, there's lifetimes and practices that have brought that particular journey for that soul up to a certain frequency that when they are in this earth plane, it's helpful that they're able to transcend it. Now, many of us are at this point where I'm not going to say that we're going to, and not to say that it's not impossible that we could say, okay, we're going to leave here and have a big party before we go, and then just, go into a puff of smoke, which some of these masters have done. Or a great light comes out. But I will say that many of us now are resisting certain protocols that are earthly. Okay, some of it is good, but like say, for example, pharmaceuticals. Yeah, if you broke your arm, definitely want a painkiller for the moment and have it taken care of. Because Reiki is not going to do all of that in that moment, but it's integrating Reiki, it's integrating higher energetic medicines, is being aware that there's other options available. And then when you start to explore what are the higher other options available, then you're beginning to kind of step away from a program that's been very, very entrenched. And again, you have to remember you're in the world, but you're not of it. And so you want to go on the path of the not of it to say, what is the higher aspect or choices or options that I have? And you will find that there are many, but it has to do with your mindset. So my mindset for me is that I'm ageless. Okay. It doesn't matter what age I am. If someone says it's time to move a mountain or you're asked to do this, I'm not going to say, oh, gee, well, I can't. I'm at this age. That's too much. That's when you fall into that. But if you like, I reject that. Okay. And I'm going to vibe at the higher level, knowing that my body can regenerate, knowing that my body can get stronger, not weaker. And I just shared with some people here that I am stronger now than I was 2-3 years ago. I actually fell yesterday, hit my head like hard on the left side. You can't see the bump because it healed like that. And when I fell, maybe 2 years ago, I would have said, I fell and I can't get up. I might have said that 2 or 3 years ago. And here in the United States, there's a commercial that talks about help, I fell and I can't get up. But I swooped up yesterday. I sure did. Now we have things like, we have Ruben here, Qigong. I mean, there's so many things, breath, breathing, different techniques to get you vibing into this higher frequency. Now what's so exciting is the movement into energetic medicine. There's this holy technology that's now available, aligning with the frequency of the earth, bringing back us into this holy sacred alignment. There's great things happening. Is there stuff out there that's bringing us down? We all know that that's the case. Are we going to fall into that stuff of polarity? Okay. And I talk about this all the time. We have to come from the neutral observer. And when you can practice, takes practice, not get caught up in the emotional, which is designed to have you in chaos or upset or bring that. When you can breathe and stay centered, no matter what, then you can see clearly from one end of the spectrum to the other and make the higher decisions, get the higher insights and a higher wisdom to proceed with your life. And always remember divine intervention. Don't forget to ask. If you want to feel better, if you want to be more energetic, you want to find things that can help you. Okay, people forget to ask. Divine intervention is real, 100% real. And as you have patience and do that walk, I promise you, miracles will be a regular part of your life. And with that, now I'm going to say namaste to our family of light on Facebook Live, or whenever you do get this. We'll see you next time. Namaste.